Abուշիմեգը բիդիալլաս եթե չհասկնաս, որ Ամերիկայի Միացյալ Նահանգները հայկական է, Bari Luys. Bari Luys. As you know, it's Thursday and I have to speak in English. Why? So that the younger generation who do not understand Armenian and who cannot express in Armenian, they do understand Armenian, will be able to call in and say their thoughts. Besides that, all the remaining 10 million non-Armenian speaking people who live in Southern California or abroad who watch this show, suddenly they saw this show about some Armenian guy talking bad things about Armenians or good things about Armenians. They can call in and express their thoughts. Today's topic will be just like what it was yesterday. My young viewers, could you please call me and tell me what is so significant about commemorating the 100th anniversary of the Armenian genocide? I did in Armenian yesterday and I don't know if you guys were following it. But I just want to hear from the younger people, does it mean any difference if it's the 99th anniversary or it is the 101st anniversary? Remember, in another 12 years it will be 111, which is 111. It looks nice. So is our efforts regarding the Armenian genocide, whatever it is, some people want recognition, some people want reputation, some people want just for Turkey to accept it. Others want the US government to accept it. So what will be different? So please call me and let me know. And as usual, because we are Armenians, we start with a topic and then we move on to other topics. Why? Because somebody 2 years ago was not able to call me and tell me what was on his or her mind, and they will call me and tell me. I'm going to say it in Armenian, just like very short part. Sireli իմ ծանոթներ եւ բարեկամներ, այսօրվա ծրագիրը անգլերենով է։ Խնդրում եմ մի զանգահարեք եւ մի հարցնեք, թե ինչու անգլերենով եմ կատարում։ Ինչպես որ միշտ բացատրեցի, որ բավականին եւ դասատներ կան, որ հայերենով չեն գնալ արտահայտվել եւ անգլերենը իրենց համար ավելի մատչելի է։ So, let me start with this observation. Do you think that in the 100th anniversary commemoration, Armenians who've been suffering for the last 100 years will have a closure, or it will just be another day, just like the past 100 anniversaries or the 98 anniversaries that we have conducted in Los Angeles, in Armenia, in Middle East, in Europe, in Africa, in South America, and all the places. And one of my best jokes is about the word buy a car. In Armenian, buy car means a struggle, but the way Armenians look at it is to just buy a car. Buy a car, buy a car, minchev verch, till the end. It is so unfortunate. So here is your opportunity to call me and express in the English language, because others are watching us and they might not understand Armenian, so this way they can call in or listen to us how we talk about ourselves in English, the international language. By the way, in the next, probably by the year, no, not the year, by the 111th anniversary of Armenian genocide, the Armenian language will be most like this English, because right now idiots in Armenia, they utilize all the Latin words in the Armenian way and they think they speak Armenian. So in the next 25 years, our Armenian language would look like what I'm talking to you right now, except it will have some Armenian accent on it, because Armenians are stupid in Armenia. Bari Luys. You just called me right now. Call me back. So, I know it is very difficult for Armenians to comprehend about what I'm talking, but I'm sure some English-speaking people will be able to express better. No, you have to call back again. I know initially, even this phone, I see you right now calling, but Bari Luys, your opinion. Sergavzika. Bari Luys? My dear fellow stupid Armenian, Armenians are stupid first because they're very emotional. I know somebody's going to tell me right now, if somebody's emotional, is he stupid? Yes, he is. Oh, I love you. You love me. Let's go get married. That's stupidity. But if you're logical and not emotional, you look into the person's character, you see the flaws and the positiveness, and then you decide you want to continue your life with them or not. Armenians take everything emotionally, like this guy who just called right now. Why are you telling Armenians are stupid? Did I insult you? Most likely yes, because if you were stupid, if you were not, you will never get insulted because you'll be thinking emotionally and not, you'll be thinking logically and not emotionally. Yeah, I'm doing it. It's not going. I have 3 lights. There you go. Bari Luys, your opinion.
Bari Luys.
Go ahead.
If you Armenian in the stupid, you.
See, if you're an Armenian, you're stupid. He said it. I didn't say it. It is so ironic that Armenians don't utilize the beautiful brain that is placed in their heads. They're all emotional. And the reason of the show is to present how emotional we get. And we take decisions based on emotions. Now, my question is about what will change in the year 2015 on the 100th anniversary of the Armenian genocide. Will it be different than the year 2014 or 2016? Again, I'm not taking it to a further years. I'm just taking it immediately, a year before and a year after. So like a year before we'll do the same thing. That year, 2015, we start planning on bigger events, bigger same thing. And then we go back to 2016 to the basic same old things. Ornetsi, we do hockey hankist on the people who died. We do candlelight vigil. We'll have a demonstration and we yell, buy a car, Minchevich, and every non-Armenian who's listening to those Armenian words thinks that people are asking them to buy cars. All right, now everybody wants to talk.
Hello.
Bari Luys, your opinion.
Okay, well, in this society, everybody celebrates the 25th, 50th, 75, 100
No,
years.
they're not supposed to
anniversary.
celebrate, they're supposed to commemorate.
Celebration and commemoration is the same
Celebration is a happy thing.
Celebration and dancing, commemoration is that they remember each other.
Yeah, so if they celebrate the 98th anniversary, that means they're having a big parties so that and happy that the Armenian genocide happened.
Well, we should be happy that we survived.
Well,
We
that's
live.
another point.
We live. They tried to finish us, but we still are getting greener and greener. We're getting bigger and bigger.
So what will be different between the 99th anniversary or the 100th anniversary or the 101st anniversary?
Oh, the older people, they are passing the torch to us, and I'm going to be passing the torch to my kids that to remember that April 24th is what they lost their grandfather.
But lots of people passed on the torch in the 57th anniversary.
Yes.
Or in the 69th
Every year.
anniversary.
It's similar to the Olympic Games. You know, the torch is passed on one to the other.
Yeah, but my question is,
to the generation. Every year they should do that.
Okay. So nothing is going to change between the 99th anniversary and the 100th anniversary.
No, just because it's going to be big, significant. Well, instead of one candle, we're going to be having 1 million candles.
There you go. Okay. All right. Thank you very much. Thank you for your opinion. Thank you.
Thank you, buddy.
Bari Luys.
Bari Luys.
So there you go. It's basically nothing is going to change. It's going to be the same thing, except the human mind has this interesting approach to round numbers. You know, like you're married for 25 years, you throw a big celebration because your 24 years of marriage did not work, but on the 25th it worked. And then on the 50th anniversary, you do different things. And, you know, society has even values to it, the silver, the gold, the platinum, and such on. I think Armenia should do the same thing for the genocide anniversary too, the 100th anniversary. What could be a synonym for the 100th anniversary? Let's go and see what's your opinion. Bari Luys. Bari Luys?
Bari Luys.
Your opinion?
First of all, I want to say that until the world's most powerful countries do not finish up the contracts with Turkey and Azerbaijan, they're not going to worry about this issue.
But my question is not about if this issue is important because of why Armenians are putting more significant to the 100th anniversary. Will it change anything if it's the 99th anniversary or the 101st anniversary?
Well, it doesn't go by the years. We don't count by the years. We just wanted to...
Well, you don't count it, but the whole communities and society at large, the Armenian communities...
We just want the world to accept it, and we want whatever the Turks have it. And until we don't get too many billionaires out there, Armenians, we're not going to get nothing solved.
Okay.
And on top of that, I want to let you know that when you color your beard like the Armenian color flag, that shows that you're proud that you're Armenian, but at the same time you're saying that Armenians are stupid, which you know your parents were Armenian too, so you shouldn't say that, Stefan.
Why?
In a lot of things, I agree with you, but you should not disrespect your own self and your family.
Okay, listen for a second. What is not so significant about being stupid? We as a race are a stupid race. We used to...
I'll tell you this. If you put it this way, then the whole world is kind of being brainwashed now.
But we don't care about the world. We care about our Armenian identity. As I have said it all the time, an Armenian could be the smartest person of the whole planet. An Armenian. Could
and
be.
We are. I think we are.
Individually, we can. But collectively, we are the stupidest. You know why?
I don't agree with you, Stefan. I agree with you with a lot of stuff, but you should not disrespect your own family. You come from an Armenian family.
I don't care.
And, every year on the genocide day, you color in your beard Armenian.
No, I do it on Thanksgiving Day. I do it on Thanksgiving Day. I don't do it on April 24th. But here is
well, I've seen it a lot. You do that a lot.
No, once a year.
Because you're proud. If you're proud that you're stupid, that's not a good thing. You know, you're proud that you're Armenian.
Let me give you another hint about our stupidity. You know about my books about how Armenians made a major contribution to humanity? Yes, we have. I sell those books. You'll see them here. Yes, we have expanded.
To me,
but here is my point. Here is my point. I have 800 individuals in this book, the expanded one. Probably only like 50 people out of the 800 have done something with their Armenian identity. The rest, they care less. The rest is for me. I include their names because they're Armenian. As an individual, they're the smartest. But collectively, they can't do anything.
I think you should be happy that people are disagreeing with you on the fact that you're saying Armenians are stupid. Because once we agree that we're stupid, we're not going to be able to change anything. The Turks and Azerbaijan and the United States, they're not even going to care about
as Armenians always say that they are Christians, the first thing in Christianity is to accept your fault. Once you accept that you are at fault, you start building the right way of doing. See, right now, Armenians are very emotional, and in the beginning of the show I said, that's why they're stupid. Once we start utilizing logic about our Armenian identity, not our personal life. Every Armenian has excelled in life because of their logical thinking about their businesses. But when it comes to collectively the Armenian identity, we are very emotional. Thank you very much for your...
Stefan, I want to say something. I like the title of your program too, that is Bari Luys, and which if you translate to English, it means kind of like...
Good light.
Enlightenment.
Yes.
I say you want to enlighten Armenians, but to me an Armenian is somebody who has respect for the family, and respect for the bread, and
I do have the
Christianity.
No, Christianity I don't have respect.
You should try another way of enlightening Armenians, and you'll get better
No, I don't want to get better. I am already at a much better place than the remaining Armenians. Listen, I do have the respect to the family, the respect to everything. The church, I respect individuals who believe in the church, but I don't respect the church because the church is the worst enemy of the Armenians than the Turks. That's another issue. We'll talk about it. Thank you very much, Bari Luys. Bari Luys. Yesterday I showed a picture of a bird, an African grey. I'm sure they're going to place it right now on the screen. Could we have the picture of the bird? There you go. If you guys have seen this bird, it's an African grey called Coco. Please call 818-240-9639. There is a monetary financial reward if anybody knows about whereabouts about this bird. Again, 818-240-9639. The bird is called Coco, and the bird speaks Armenian. So that's how significant this bird is. So, for now, every Armenian believes in God through his Jesus son or whatever. You know, we have so many dominations of believing in God. I believe in one thing, the US dollar. It's God in which we trust, that money. Everybody loves it, but nobody wants to accept it. So right now we need to go to a commercial break that will provide funds so I can talk to you and wish you the good light, the Bari Luys.
Մերի Տեր-Բարսեղյանի իրավաբանական գրասենյակում աշխատող անձնակազմը մասնագիտացված է ժառանգության եւ անշարժ գույքի, ընտանեկան խնդիրների, ամուսնալուծության եւ այլ իրավաբանական հարցերում։ Մերի Տեր-Բարսեղյանի իրավաբանական գրասենյակի մասնագետները պատրաստ են սիրով եւ նվիրումով օգնել իրենց հաճախորդներին, ցուցաբերելով անհատական մոտեցում, կտակ, լիազորագրեր եւ այլ կարեւոր փաստաթղթեր կազմելիս, որպիսի հետագայում ժառանգությունը փոխանցվի հարազատներին առանց դատարանի միջամտության։ Դիմեք իրավաբանին նախապես եւ վստահ եղեք, որ ձեր իրավունքները լիովին կպաշտպանվեն։
I have accomplished many things in my lifetime. Achieved success and wealth, living in luxury and enjoying the best that the world has to offer. Built trust and respect. Acquired taste for the finer things. Through it all, I never lost my integrity. Value and cherish memories of my homeland and its unforgettable taste. Kilikia, ultimate luxury.
LABK Services հաստատությունը առաջարկում է սննկացման, bankruptcy-ի հայտարարագրման ծառայություններ։ Դիմումների ամբողջական լրացում 1 ցածր արժեքով։ $399 գումարած արձանագրության պետական վճարումը։ Bankruptcy-ի դիմելու դյուրին ընթացք, ժամանակի ու դրամի խնայողություն։ Մենք երաշխավորում ենք սննկացման գործընթացի գաղտնապահությունը։ Bankruptcy-ի հետ կապված բոլոր հարցերով դիմեք LABK Services գրասենյակ։
Գարունը ձեր նախաճաշի համար առաջարկում է բնական, առանց արհեստական հորմոնների, Կալիֆոռնիայի թարմ կաթից պատրաստված սերուցք։ Վայելեք Գարունի համեղ եւ անշփոթելի սերուցքի համը ձեր նախաճաշի հացի, մեղրի կամ ձեր սիրած մուրաբայի ու ջեմի հետ։ Գարուն, համեղության անուն։
Bari Luys. The question today is, what's so significant about the 100th anniversary of the Armenian genocide, and what will be different from the 99th anniversary, which is coming next year? I'm not talking about this year, because this year was the same as last year, and the same unproductive methods of just, we have to do something on that day. So now every community in the world is gearing up for the 100th anniversary of the Armenian genocide. They don't know nothing. Probably they'll decide on it January of 2015. So will the year 2016 be different than 2015? So let me have your opinion, please. Bari
Luys, Stepan.
Yes.
Good morning.
Good.
I'm overhearing this interesting topic that you have on TV today.
Mm-hmm.
What makes the difference between the 100-year, 101 year,
or 99 year?
Yeah. Yes. Well, frankly speaking, it's all a matter of just us being together, sticking together, and fighting for the truth.
So in the 100th anniversary, we Armenians will be more united than the 99th anniversary.
It's hard. It's hard to really say in those terms, in that terminology, in those words.
Yes.
But the fact that yes, if we have been stronger, yes, we're getting stronger on that topic.
Yeah.
That's definitely a positive thing.
Yeah. So in the year 2079, we're 2013 right now. In the year 2079, we're still gonna commemorate, and that time it's gonna be a different number.
I'm hoping, honest to God, I'm hoping that a lot sooner than that, of course, because I've been in this country. Sancho study America. Every year I've gone to Montebello. Every year I've done my due diligence.
What have you achieved? What have you achieved every other year? Have you seen yourself at least progressing one step from the year before that you went to that commemoration?
Whether you want to believe it or not, I have to say yes.
Okay. Could you explain more in details?
Well, the fact that every year I've gone, I've seen more people and more intelligent, more professional, and like last year on some study, we had this Jewish guy who was a historian that had written a letter to Israel, and
it could be a Chinese guy writing a letter to the Chinese.
Right. I don't know. I'm not saying what I'm trying to get at.
Yeah.
As years have progressed, when I was Montebello, for sure it wasn't the same as a couple of years ago.
Well, let me tell you something. 20 years ago, you would have more people going to Montebello, more people participating in the demonstrations in Hollywood than last year. That's why I'm bringing up this issue, because it is the same monotonous thing. You go, you sit down, the clergy have to appear there with their devilish costumes. They have to say a prayer. Then the political parties each one of them have to say their message, because one is a socialist, one is a capitalist, the other one is a socialist Marxist. So they can't have one message. And then they'll bring an Odar to tell us, yes, you guys went through a genocide. And then everybody goes back, and then the younger generation will look at each other and see that there's a young cute girl there or a young cute guy there, and then
and I know.
So we're not progressing in our movement.
Do you remember, Stefan? Do you remember a couple of years ago? I think it was like 5 years ago. You had to do Montebello. I know you go to it, but I haven't seen you last year or the other year.
No, I stopped going to those places almost like 10 years right now.
10 years ago. Okay. Do you remember that one guy with the big mustache? He had Armenian bones in a Turkish soup.
Yeah, that was more than. Yeah, that was a long time ago.
That was a long time ago, and that guy very.
Zare Megavdicyan's installation artwork.
Yes. And stuff like that makes you think twice, makes you look at things differently.
There you go. Now we're making sense. When he took that thing on the 3rd Street Promenade, when he took that thing to downtown LA, when he took that thing to Brand Boulevard, then we made a difference. Thank you very much for bringing a topic. So here, yes. I don't have that much time, please.
Okay, I just want to say this one thing. Let's really stick to each other and let's stop disgracing our own race, our own kind.
Let me ask you something. How come?
Great people. Great people.
We're not. You know why? Because that installation that you talked about, Zare Megavdicyan's piece of work and art that was traveling, how come none of the Armenian organizations who spent between $40,000 to $50,000 on every April 24th, How come they did not come and say to Zare, next year, let's make 10 of those and take it to different corners. Even let's take it to Washington, D.C. You know why? Because those people who are running this operation of our identity, they are stupid. They know only what has been transmitted to them from the years before.
Stefan, if you know it better,
I just told you right now. We're going to have another demonstration next year, and the year next, we'll have a much bigger demonstration. But nobody's going to go back to see, there was one smart guy who did something that made a big difference. Why don't we go in that direction? Because you said it too.
Sometimes, if from the bottom of your heart, you're with your own kind, you're with your own Armenians.
I am in the bottom of my brain, I am with the Armenian people, not with my heart. Because with your heart, you do stupid things. With your brain, which I'm doing, and my work that I'm doing is more productive than any of the 100 or 200 anniversaries that they're going to do the same thing. Thank you very much. I don't have time. I have to...
Please.
We are a good people, but we don't have good brains. Thank you. Bari Luys. My dear viewer, they just told me that I have to end this show. So millions of Bari Luys to the people who understood, and not even one Bari Luys to people who did not understand. Bari Luys. Աբուշիմեգը պիտի լաս, եթե չհասկնաս, որ Ամերիկայի Միացյալ Նահանգները հայկական է։ Bari Luys